All right, so we're back. It's our friend Jesse, little
All right,
MTG Arena Duel. What's going on, Jesse? How's it going,
doing.
man?
Yeah, how's it going? You ready for the final match?
Yeah, yep. So if you caught the last one, we were doing the best of three, and it was a 1-1 situation. One of them because he told me what to do and made me win. The second one because he just destroyed me. So we'll see what happens in this third one, as I've had
Well,
maybe.
to be fair, you're the first win was legit for you because I had nothing on that first hand. I couldn't do anything, so it was a legit win.
Yeah, that's how the hand draw goes sometimes. So
Yeah.
we're gonna hop in and let's get this going. Let me move our video out the way over here. There we go. In here. Um I'm gonna hit the challenge.
All right, here we go. Yep, I see it. I'm gonna hop on it, and I'm not gonna go easy on you this time either.
So what you're saying is you're going easy on me. All right. Oh, that's me. I got hit play.
Was that? I don't know.
There we go.
Well, let's just see. It depends on the opening hands.
Yeah, it does.
Oh
Thing
yeah.
is, everyone can see my hand and see all the mistakes I make playing. Because again, I'm new and I have still getting my hand at this. It's been such a long time.
Yeah, but well, this is gonna be a good game. I don't no
Yeah,
mulligans
I
for
bet.
me. Yep. Just going straight into
Uh,
it.
yeah, we'll keep that.
Oh,
Going
and I
straight into it.
two.
He's getting a little too excited there.
So I'm gonna start off by playing an island, and then I'm gonna tap the one blue to play training grounds for one, which is basically activated abilities of creatures I control cost two less to activate.
Oh, okay. See, my deck is completely colorless. I'm gonna go with my colorless on and
Oh, yeah.
just right over to you, buddy.
So that's all right. I'm just going to drop a land and I will pass turn. But yeah, the training grounds basically means the Scarab God's ability is going to go down from costing four mana to activate to costing two mana to activate.
Yeah. So we got another land down there. And don't you have a whole lot to go with.
What you gonna do?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. Pass it
Nothing?
over to you. Nope, got nothing there.
All
That's
right.
one of the things in the deck I got a card I gotta really change because I could
Which,
play it, and I'll show you what it is. It's an artifact, but
why wouldn't you play that? You should absolutely play that. It's going to give you an extra mana.
but it's a chosen color. Actually, no, it does work actually because it allows me to choose a color, but
Yeah, but it's also you went from
it
just
doesn't.
having two mana now to having three mana. So like why
Yeah,
would
because colorless can use any color as well, right?
Oh well, I mean, if it's generic mana, yeah, it can use any color.
Yeah. So
But yeah, see, like
that was the part I was a little confused on because I was like, is that waste? Because yeah, I put it on there, but I have to choose a color, and does it still
no,
let
that's what
me?
it is. 'Cause see now, like if you play a land, instead of having three mana on turn three, you have four mana on turn three. So now you're one ahead.
Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing. I completely grabbed the wrong thing to put. I meant to grab my land. Instead, I played Swiftfoot Boots, which is an equipment artifact, which my creature has hexproof and haste. But anyways, I could equip it when I put a creature down.
Yep.
And I'm gonna
Sorry,
go
I'm just
right
gonna
now.
drop a land and I'm gonna pass turn. So I don't have much going on right now.
All right, let's get a land down there. So, I don't want to cycle that. Start getting some things down here. So I just tapped three for my workshop assistant. And this is when it dies, I can get a target artifact from my graveyard to my hand.
Okay. Okay.
That's really it there right now. Let me see. Can we also? That's gonna be it. There you go.
Me, you don't want to equip it, swiftfoot boots, and attack with them. Well, it's too late now, but yeah, you missed the opportunity to do that.
Well, it didn't give me the option to attack.
Well, it's because he had summoning sickness right now, but if you would have
Oh,
attached,
I had haste. Yeah, I see. I missed that part about the haste.
yeah, but it's okay because I'm just gonna cast Liliana's Triumph. Each player sacrifices a creature, and it wouldn't have done any damage to me anyways. So I'm gonna drop a land, and I'm going to pay 3 for Turgid, God of Fright. It's a 4/5 with Menace, and whenever an opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, I can put that from the graveyard onto the battlefield under my control.
Hmm. Right. Gonna go with a Terramorphic Expanse, which, if I sacrifice that, allows me to
Search for a land.
search for a land and get it in my deck.
But since you're sacrificing it, it's going to activate Turgid's ability, which basically means instead of it going into the graveyard, I can pull it back onto the battlefield under my control.
Sacrifice not for a land, discards a permanent card. What is it asking me to do?
Well, it's popping up. I mean, obviously there's something
Yeah,
you
no, I got
did
it.
in
Yeah. It
response.
was a
Uh,
card in my hand that I
yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and take that land.
jacked my land.
Yeah, I mean, you still get to search for a land, but then I also get to search for a land as well.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get my um scanner out there, which is it costs 3, but it allows me to draw a card. And right
Okay.
now, I need to draw a card.
In response to you doing that, I'm going to sacrifice the Terramorphic Expanse to go through and search my library for, we'll do a swamp and put that onto the battlefield tapped.
Right. Well, all right. So you got this.
There you go. And now you can
Watch out. Take that. Get it.
it's
Ooh.
fine. I gotta eat that 1 damage.
Yeah, I know. You know, I said this, I think, in a previous game where if you're gonna, if you know, there's a chance you're gonna lose, which there always is any game you play.
Well, I don't know. It's still
The
up in the air right now.
I know, I'm not saying I'm gonna lose. I'm just saying though, you never want it to be a flawless victory. So you always want to get hidden.
What if I get the life back though? Is it still?
I still got the hidden. It's still not flawless.
I'm gonna drop an island. Well, so let's do this. I'm going to pay 2 for Undercity Plunder. So I'm going to target you. It's target opponent discards a card. So you're gonna have to discard 1 card already. Then you can discard an additional card. If you don't, I get to conjure a duplicate of a random card in your library, so it can be anything. And I get to spend mana of any color to pay for it. So it's either you discard 2 cards, or you discard one, and I get a random card from your deck. What to do, what to do. You discarded Joyra's Familiar. Historic spells cost 1 less. I'll go ahead and take that. And Adaptive Automation. You know what? I'll take that as well. And just because, let's see, I'm going to choose Zombie. Okay.
I don't like it. Like it one bit.
No, I'm also going to have you just go ahead and sacrifice a creature. So that was Farika's Libation. Choose one. Target opponent sacrifices a creature of their choice, or target opponent sacrifices an enchantment. So obviously I chose creature, so you can sacrifice your Sky Scanner, so I can go ahead and get a hold of it, and it comes to the battlefield under my control. So now I'll move the
You got the
con,
draw, and you got the draw card.
and I got to draw the card. Yep. And I'm gonna go ahead and swing trigger it at you for 4 damage. And that will be the end of my turn.
Right, now put a night market, which enters a tap to choose a color. Doesn't really matter. Typically, I always choose light. Um, I tap 2 to play my Elsewhere Flask, which allows me to draw a card. I can also
Okay.
sacrifice that and choose a basic land type.
Which doesn't really do anything
Uh,
to your deck, but you
yeah,
still get
because
your card draw out of it.
that's exactly what I want. All right, that's pretty close to what I would like to get, except not in a
So
good
that's
spot
not
right now at all.
attack. So
Not
then
in a
we're gonna
good
move back to
spot
my
right now at
turn.
all.
All right. So just to start off, I'm just gonna go ahead and move to combat. Not gonna play anything during my first main phase.
I don't have anything to
And I'm gonna go
respond
ahead
to
and
that with.
swing with everything.
I'm gonna go ahead and clench and wait for an impact. Uh.
Right. And then I'm going to tap 4 to bring out the Scarab God. And I will end my turn.
All right. Really don't have a whole lot of options right now. Um, try to do this
I
and
mean, that was the obvious move.
yeah.
Which one? Which one? Which one's worse?
Oh,
Trigger?
I know which one's
That
worse.
that
Yeah.
that's a solid choice because I can't. If you're gonna exile it, so I can't get it back. Scarab God, I could have just
Yeah.
played.
Yeah. And you have enough lands to replay that very easy.
Yeah.
Um,
Goals align, so you have my aid.
I'm gonna need to use that ability.
Yep. You're gonna need that life and card draw.
Ah, come on. That was not a.
Breathe.
That still wasn't a good draw.
All right. So before the end of your turn, I'm gonna pay 2 to activate the Scarab's God ability to bring back to exile Workshop Assistant from your graveyard and create a token of it that's a 4/4 zombie on the battlefield under my control. Oh, that's right, because I have Adaptive Automaton, so he's actually at 5/5 because he gets +1/+1. And now since I have one zombie, I get to scry 1 and you lose 1 life. Which, we'll bring that out. Yeah, this is looking pretty good.
Should be done with that swing you got. How much you gonna hit me for?
Well, how much can I hit? So 5. Oh, this is easy. I'm just gonna move straight to combat. Yeah, this is a done deal.
Yeah, I got nothing to respond.
Yeah, you're all tapped out on mana.
Yeah, all I
You
could do is
got one, but
sacrifice the first.
there's not much you can do with one.
No, not at all.
Sorry.
Uh,
So I knew you were gonna get Ugin out at least once, and I was okay with that. I had a Shieldred's Edict in my hand, which will let it's a one in a black, and its target opponent sacrifices a Planeswalker, which I was going to cast on you, but then I was like, hold up. There's a better approach to Ugin. The better approach to Ugin, instead of killing him and letting you keep replaying him, is to keep him on the battlefield and just hit him with like one or two damage to keep him just under 11 loyalty points so you can't activate his ability. And you can't, and then you can't.
yeah, with this.
So the only value you get from him is just either adding 2 mana or gaining 3 life and draw a card, which I was okay with that because my next play on my next turn was going to be casting Waste Not,
Hmm.
which is an enchantment that says whenever an opponent discards a creature card, I create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. Whenever you discard a land, I get to add 2 floating black mana. Or whenever you discard a non-creature, non-land card, I get to draw a card. So that would have been my first play, and then right after that would have been Corrupt Court Official for another two mana, which when he enters the battlefield, you discard a card. And at that point, we were just gonna start emptying your hand. So the fact that you had a Planeswalker that can keep replenishing it worked out to my favor.
Yeah. At that point when I got the Planeswalker to allow me to draw a card, it was like great. I could finally start getting, but nothing came in my hand. After you took my two, I forget what the names were, but you took my two cards.
Mhm.
At that point, I didn't have anything to respond. Everything I kept drawing was it's just either a sorcery spell or nothing that could actually like put anything out for defense or anything like
Well,
that. It was
what
just
kind of sorcery spells were they? I mean, was it something that could have interacted with the board in any kind of way?
yeah, the one like was it like a Cormer's Memorial, which is 7, but it gives it everything, gives all my creatures, which I had no creatures,
Yeah.
so
Even still,
couldn't
even if
use
you don't
that.
have any creatures, but that's the only play that you have, play it and get it out there. I mean, if it was just, I mean, Ugin was a better play than playing that, but either way, you were dead either way.
Yeah, yeah, there wasn't anything to
Yeah.
respond to, or enough of anything to respond to in terms of creatures to
Yeah. So
defend
like
and
what I would do is
mitigate any damage.
I would take out like that Elsewhere flask and some of those other cards that let you kind of just draw like that and just throw some more artifact creatures in there.
Yeah, that's the plan. Once I get some more
Yeah.
artifact cards to it, and definitely pop them in there. So it's a deck that could definitely be improved for sure.
Yeah. And like I said, there was already that unfair advantage because I've had time to kind of tune in and tweak the Scarab God.
Yeah,
And you see how what I was saying that Turgid is like my backup commander because all
yeah,
I just
that
went
was
ahead and started taking all of your cards without the Scarab God just for
yeah, and I had nothing to respond with. I literally had nothing to respond with. Like no, there was no stops, no nothing at all. Like there was really every time they got to my phase and it kept like my resolve was really I could have tapped to get a mana, or I could have
yeah.
tapped to search for a land. Or I forget what that card did, but it wouldn't have been beneficial to the deck. It's just more about to draw the card. Like those were the only things I could have done. Was like,
Yeah.
oh,
So I think yeah, once you start getting more unlocking more cards and getting some more wild cards, definitely um, take out some of that card draw that you have because you have a good amount of card draw already. And once you get Ugin out, that's he's going to be your card draw engine.
hmm.
You need mana rocks to get things out faster and more creatures. Like how many creatures do you have in the deck total?
That's a good question. I could share it real quick. We could take a look at it because
Yeah.
it's not anything to. Let's see. Hopefully this works. Share.
And you know what
Oh,
we should
there's your
do?
video.
Would be a good
There
idea.
we
You
go.
should take a deck,
So let's get your
take
deck.
the deck list for that deck and drop it in the comments and see what anybody else has to any suggestions on to make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. So yeah, tell me where to go. Walk me through it. You know, you're the
Well,
pro here, man.
on the where it says Ugin to the right of that, where you have the little bar graph, just click on that and it'll give you
Yeah.
the breakdown. Yeah. So
So
you got 37 creatures. So you got a lot of creatures in there. Let me see. What's your mana curve?
yeah,
Mana curve. So you have 20 cards that are two mana. So you have 26 that are two or less mana. Um, but I see you have a good amount of creatures that are 10 mana, which is probably going to be those Eldrazi cards.
yeah.
And that right there is probably what's messing you up. Because yeah, they're good cards, but your creature costs are pretty high as it is. So you need some lower, cheaper creatures to get out there to work for you.
So
And you only have one instant spell in the whole deck.
yeah, that's because it's colorless. So
Yeah.
when you look at instant and
Oh, you got two of them in there.
colorless and even not collected.
Yeah, well, you
So
don't.
we
Yeah, you don't have to select the colorless. It automatically does it to your commander. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like always choose that. Once you have your commander selected, it'll only show you the cards that um
Yeah.
with your commander's colors.
Yeah, so for creatures, um obviously I have all the ones that I have available,
Yeah,
right? So it's not collected. And I got some more wild cards, so I could put, you
yeah, not
know,
much so, but yeah, you need to.
five. I could improve five. And like I said, when I first built the deck, I got to about 79 cards that were meant to really be, no, not even 79, really less than that. I got the 79 cards that I had available to use, and
Right.
out of that, other than the lands, things like that, they were really just a handful of cards that were meant to be in the deck. Um,
Okay. So let me see. What wild cards
so
do you have?
I have common, uncommon, rare, and mythic.
All right. So this is what we need everybody to do in the comments. You have a rare and a mythic. So that's two cards right there. You can probably get some good upgrades into the deck. What should
Yeah.
those two be?
Yeah, what would that be? And what to get rid of? Like Cityscape Leveler, is that something that's it's a pretty heavy card? Eight.
What's the Maelstrom Colossus? Honestly, well, that probably be one that you can get rid of because that doesn't. I mean, yeah, it's got Cascade, which is cool, and it's a 7/7.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, it doesn't really do much for your deck. And
Yeah,
honestly, like as
I
you're
get it.
playing it, you'll kind of see like those cards that aren't really doing anything for you, and those are the
Yeah.
ones you can kind of cut out. So, what is the one right there that you don't have? That 3/3, the Flying Vigilance. I can't read it. Yeah, right there.
Yeah, I just got this actually. And I was thinking
Yeah.
I was actually looking at where I could put this in where I could remove to put this in.
I would take the Cascade card out and put that one in instead. It's cheaper and you're gonna get better value out of it. I think at
There
least.
we go. Well, all right. Well, that's a win.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got. That's creature.
But
I think
Planeswalkers
I well, Planeswalker is just
is
Ugin.
just Ugin.
Yeah. And I think I got because I did a golden pack open. No, it wasn't
Go
a
to just
colorless.
go to artifacts.
Oops.
But I mean for
So I
having
have
a limited
I
number of
have in my deck I have 49 artifacts. So of course there's artifact creatures,
yeah,
but
but let's see. What's that one? Gold Light Mantle? Is that what it is?
gold light mantle. This gold vein pick. Which one
No,
is
yeah,
it?
the one in the bottom left.
Guide
Oh,
light
Light
matrix.
Matrix. Wow, yeah, I'm horrible at reading. Yeah, that's not going to do much for you. It doesn't
No.
really do anything with your deck.
Yeah, it's just draw a card, which again I have. I thought I had enough of that. I was like, okay.
Yeah, you
So,
have plenty of card draw. You could probably do without a little bit, I would say.
well, that last game I could have used some more, but that was just that one.
Yeah, that one you don't. That's not going to do too much. That's just going to give. I
No.
mean, yeah, it's going to give you treasure tokens, but you're not really swinging a whole lot. So I don't think it's going to give you that.
Yeah, this one didn't
Yeah,
make sense at all for the deck.
no, it
Just
doesn't.
didn't.
That doesn't make sense. It's a good
These
card.
ones, um, nah, I didn't really see to
Yeah,
use that
I
or
don't know
not.
what other. I don't know what other cards are in that spell book. Right click on it. Oh, it doesn't show you. No, I thought it was going to show you what's in the spell book.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But it
Um,
shows that where'd it go? I lost a card. There it is. It shows one of seven, but it just
yeah,
doesn't.
but I don't know what the other six are.
Yeah.
So what's the one to the right of that?
Oh, there we go. I get it now.
Oh,
So we got
oh,
lightning,
it's all
Maria's.
equipment. Yeah, yeah, it's all equipment. That that's not going to do too much with your deck.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't throw that in that deck if it was.
Yeah. This one here too as well. I didn't, draw a card, discard a card.
No, that one is actually not bad because I mean, yeah, it's draw a card, discard a card, which is good because that's going to be your card draw right there. And once you have a good amount of cards in your graveyard, you can transform him and then tap it for however much, like however many cards you have in your graveyard, that's how much mana you can tap it for. So if you have like
Hmm.
10 cards in your graveyard, you can tap that one land for 10 mana.
Gotcha. So,
So,
I mean, but to use this to replace a creature,
no, don't replace a creature, replace something else.
so
Um,
let me see. I wish they actually sorted this by the type of cards. So these are all just the heavy hitters, but
wait, go back to that Skybox Fairy. Yeah, get rid of that. Oh wait, no. That's it has cycling on it. Yeah. I would just use that one just to cycle it. I wouldn't actually play that card. So that would be like you can discard it and draw another card. That's what cycling is.
yeah, pay two to draw a card.
What's Introduction to Annihilation?
This is just the exile
Yeah,
permanent.
you can keep that and scroll up a bit. No, you just added him. What's
I
the
just add that,
recommend?
yeah.
No, yeah, you can keep
Yeah,
that.
so
Keep Solemn Smolacron.
yeah, Psalm, was it Simulacrum? It says whenever this creature enters, you may search a library for a basic land card and put
Yeah,
that card onto the
that's
battlefield.
yeah, that's a good
And
card.
uh, and when it dies, I get a draw card. So it's a pretty good card.
Yeah, keep that one. That one is good because that's gonna give you mana. Um, you don't really, I mean, that one, see, you don't really have any other Myr in your deck.
I have a
So,
Mer Enforcer.
oh, Affinity for, okay, so yeah, that's Affinity for FX. That's good.
Yeah, and then there's also another card that this actually triggers to be able to pull. I forget the name of it because I haven't actually pulled like I didn't trigger enough to have it memorized yet. But there is one other card as well.
So,
Uh,
how many lands do you have?
I have 40 lands.
Okay, that's, yeah. So you have 37 creatures.
Whoops. Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
go back to your, yeah, the cards and scroll down. What's your highest mana cost?
the highest mana cost.
Well, that's an X. Yeah. What's Olma Kozla? What's Kozla? What's he do? What's Cityscape Leveler?
So Cityscape Lever is just an artifact creature. It's trample, and when you cast a spell, whenever this creature attacks, destroy up to one target's non-land permanent, and its creature creates a untapped, or its controller creates an untapped
Yeah.
Power Stone.
And Shardless Outlander.
Shardless Outlander. This is it's
I
cost
would get rid of.
7
I would get rid of him
and put in
and put that.
the Great Door.
Yeah, because you have a lot of creatures in there already. Wait, was that? Honestly, I would take out another creature and add that in.
Think so?
Yeah, I would take out that Myrrh Kinsmith. Honestly. Oh wait, what was the what's Bane of Balaged? No, that's not the one I was looking at. Prophet of the Peak. What's he do?
Prophet of the Peak is just a
I
scry
would I
to,
would get rid of him.
yeah, the
Yeah.
starting column.
Yep. Because it's also going to lower your mana curve as well.
Okay. Erase a scorecard. Um, draw 2 cards.
Yeah, but that's I mean, spells you cast cost one less to cast. That's if you'd have to damage me 4 different times on each of your turn.
Yeah, to even get that. Yeah, I didn't think that was a good one to put in here.
Yeah,
Prophet of
because
the Peak, we
you're
just
not
took that
swinging a
out.
whole lot.
Yeah. Yeah, this was like one of the cards I had
Yeah.
from which would be great, because that was what actually allowed, for a really good win condition a few times, but didn't happen this one. Yeah, we just took that out as well. Yeah, so definitely I don't want to get this going if anyone stuck around with us till now.
Yeah.
Definitely I will drop the I will drop the deck in the comments and let us know if it's, what do you think? What's your thoughts and
Yeah,
what could be
what you
added
should
to it?
use is wild cards on.
Yeah, absolutely. So
I
with
have an
that,
idea, but I want to wait to see if anybody says anything else.
all right, well, we'll see. With that being said, thanks for tuning in, everyone,
Yeah.
and we will definitely catch you on the next one. We got some starter decks we'll be dueling around with as I continue to build some decks and continue to unlock some more cards. So we'll catch y'all next time.
Well, we'll catch you then.